Welcome to the SBENU Star League on Thursdays, live at the Nexon Arena. And boy, do we have some matches for you. My name is Valdez. With me today is Moonglade. Again, how are you doing?
Oh man, I am so excited for today. 4 of the best players in the world will be playing in the round of 8. And you know, both of these matches tonight, both of these best of 5s, the highest level you could possibly get, Valdez.
Yeah, it really does not get better than this. We're not even being too far. We're not using hyperbole here. This is about as good as it gets. The best in the world, especially in this first match. herO, a lot of people saying he's the best Protoss in the world. Him and Parting, you know, some question there, but Maru, people are not questioning him anymore.
Oh, no way. He is by far the best Terran in the world right now. And, you know, even the second best Terran in the world is arguably Dream in the next match after that, up against Life. And Dream, you know, he has one of the, if not the best TVZ right now.
Yeah.
We saw him manhandle Biel just the other day. Like, this guy is a monster. Life's got a lot cut out for him tonight.
It's going to be pretty crazy. I mean, even in this first match, I like how you talk about the matchups. herO insanely good against Terran, and Maru insanely good against Protoss. We got this amazing little matchup here. I guess the only person who might be a little bit better than herO would be Parting in the PvT matchup. There was actually a little post about how Parting is something like 96% versus Terran. I was reading on Reddit, but anyway, like, herO also is just insane. Definitely probably at least 80% plus.
Yeah, no, Parting's the other sort of Protoss that's dominating right now, but herO has just been so consistent for so long now, and he is a beast. He is one of the best in the world by far.
Yeah. Well, we got our events here, as we always do, for the SBENU Star League. Sojung, why don't you take us through this?
So you guys come here to Nexon Arena for 10 times in a row, or just 10 times you get a Razer Goliath control mouse pad, and 20 times in a row you get a Razer headset. And raffles here, you get various types of Blizzard stuff. And there is a cheerful drop here, and if you write a really cool cheerful, a funny one here for players, you get picked and you'll be given a gift. And I'm also wearing a SBENU shoes, and if I get a chance, I'll be able to show you guys our SBENU shoes. And here is our winner's ring. If Valdez, you can continue explaining. This is actually the ring the same ring from Season 1, I think. The winner's ring, the one that you get if you win the season, the tournament itself. And if you can also apply for this if you come here for to Nexon Arena for 10 times in a row, 10 times, and 20 times you get one more chance at applying this ring. So you get a couple ring with this.
Wow.
And here we're sponsored by SBENU. So post yourself in front of this, holding a SBENU shoes, posing yourself, post it on Kakao Story or Facebook, Twitter, whatever. You'll be probably given a $50 gift certificate, or 5만 원 in Korean won, and everyone will be given a 5,000 won coupon in Korea. Guys, if you guys are in Korea, SBENU shoes are really good to do it.
Yeah, do it. Support the company that's pretty much supporting all esports out here in Korea right now.
How about that? I had the bottom left pair, actually, by the way, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
And here's the round of 8. And let's have a look at the left side. Maru, herO, Dream, Life. That's today. It is ridiculous.
It's hard to believe every time you look at it, actually. And then that's today. Next week, we're going to have Biel versus Classic and Stats versus Zest. Also, a couple of crazy matchups there. And you guys can only imagine what the round of 4 is going to look like.
Yeah, this is one of these tournaments where everything just kind of works out right. Like, the best players make it through. They make it to the round of 8. And now we have these giant best-of games with the best players in the world going head-to-head. Today, I dare say, is the better day, but next week, you know, also top players, top Protoss, and that top Zerg player, Biel.
Yeah, I do think this is slightly better, especially with the addition of, you know, just, well, pretty much everyone here. It's hard to single out one person. Maybe Maru slightly ahead of everyone here, like very slightly. Maybe like 0.5% right now.
Oh, yeah.
So, Moonlight, if you have to predict 2 people from the 2 matches, who do you pick?
I'm going to be going with Maru and Dream. It's going to be my choices, Valdez.
Maru and Dream. I think I agree with you there. Oh, we got a little showing of the SBENU shoes.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Bit of a show and some SBENU shoes.
Jay kind of gave me the sign that I could show the shoes. So, guys, you may capture this and post this on Reddit.
I'll do that next week. I'll wear some nice shorts.
This is the Otto line from SBENU. It's really good, really comfy.
I like the teal.
Yeah, it's called Mint in Korean.
Really fits. Oh, yeah, the mint.
mint.
There you
So
go.
It's good.
Minty. Wow, Sojung, nice.
And then, Lid, why don't you show off your hair while we're at it?
Oh, why don't you do it, Moglade?
Well, I don't have my my SBENUs on, but I do have a rat tail today, representing all the Bogans out there. I know you guys are watching, so cheers to you. Raise your VBs, have a drink, and think of me today. That's right. That's how we do it.
Oh, boy. Today's going to be a fun day. I'm going to enjoy this very much, Moglade.
Oh, we're going to have a great day, Valdez. Yeah, Maru versus herO. I want to get into this, but we're nearly there, but I think we're going to be starting with the interviews before we jump right into it, so I'm going to save all the stats, all the interesting Super Mind games that might be going for then. Till then, we can just sit there and enjoy. Oh.
Well, let's jump into that interview right now.
스타리그 2015 시즌2 안녕하세요. 이현경입니다.
So guys, I'm here with Hyungyong Lee.
경기를 준비하고 있는
She's
두
really
선수들이
cute today,
나와 있는데요.
super cute.
조성주 선수와 김준호 선수 차례로 만나보겠습니다.
So I'm here with Maru and herO. Hello guys.
안녕하세요.
She's also wearing SBENU shoes, by the way.
시즌 1의 디펜딩 챔피언
Anyways, the
조성주
defending
선수.
champion of season 1, Maru. Let's see how he's been doing. He says, I haven't been able to sleep well, but I'm gonna try my best. Gonna try to talk in Maru. I practiced really
조성주 선수는
well.
프로토스전에 유독 강한 모습을
You know,
보여주잖아요.
Maru does really good
김준호
TVPs.
선수를 상대로도 상대 전적이 8승 6패로 앞서고
Also, he's
계시더라고요.
leading with 8-6
오늘
against
본인의
herO.
몇 대 몇 스코어
Let's see
예상하시나요?
what's gonna happen to score. If I win the first set, I think I can make 3-0 happen. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
이렇게
speak like Maru in
말씀하실만
English.
합니다. 역시 최고의 테란 나오는 선수지만
Anyways, this is the best Terran we're talking about.
최고의 프로토스 선수거든요.
But speaking of the best Terran, we have the best Protoss sitting on the other side.
조성주 선수 대 김준호 선수의 대결이 아니라 테란 대 프로토스.
It just seems like it just doesn't seem like a person versus person, but it just seems like race versus race. You know, Terran versus Protoss. He says, I'm not really scared of Protoss right now, so I think I can win.
좋습니다. 그럼 선전포고 한마디.
Well, anyways, let's see what he's got to say for not Protoss, herO.
형이잖아요.
He's an older brother. Because you're older than me, I can't really say anything.
못해요.
I can't do it.
그래도 충분히 잘하는 것 같으니까 김준호 선수를 만나보겠습니다.
I'm gonna go talk to herO now. I think this is really good. He says, I've been doing good.
선수 역시 캐스파컵 2015 시즌 1 우승자십니다.
But he is also the winner of Casper Cup Season 1 2015.
것 같지 않은데 본인의 경기 오늘 어떻게
Let's see how he
예상하나요?
predicts.
일단 경기하기 전부터
Well, before I came
기대감이
to
너무
this,
크더라고요.
I saw that my
그래가지고
fans have a lot
허무하게 지면 안 될 것 같아서
on me, like a lot of expectations. So I knew that I can't lose, and I will be able to show that those games. And Hyungyong's asking there will be pressure because she's asking about Maru versus Myungshik.
일단 진짜 잘한다 생각.
I knew that he was. I thought that he was really good.
한숨이 나오죠.
The crowd just laughing off here. It was just shock and horror all everywhere.
열심히 또
But still,
맞춤식으로
I
준비를 많이 해가지고
prepared a lot
오늘
for
성적의
Maru.
프로토스의 무서움을
I will
보여줄 수
show you the scariness of Protoss.
팬들에게 내가 이길 거다 한 말씀 자신 있게 해주시죠.
Let's see what he's got to say for his
일단
fans.
시작 전부터 엄청난 기대감으로 저를 동기부여시켜준 팬분들
Well,
정말
thank you for fans for motivating me
감사드리고
before the match, and for that motivation, I will repay you guys with the good games. And this was herO, Maru, Hyungyong, and Sojung with my SBENU, guys.
Thanking Sojung for the translation and the SBENUs. And interesting words between those two. Maru not saying much as always. It was funny. She asked him to say something, and he was like, no, I can't. He just said it like that. He's like, I can't.
Well, he's got a lot of mana, that's for sure. Though he didn't show it in game against Myungshik the other day.
Yeah.
I hope we're going to see more of that today, Valdez.
I hope so too, man. We'll see how it goes down. Taking a look at Maru's stats, pretty insane across the board. His versus Zerg is the lowest against here, but again, not as many games played as the other matchups. 15-5 against Terran and 28-12 against Protoss.
Yeah, he's a Protoss killer. We've seen it time and time again. And it was kind of funny that herO was saying, you know, he's going to show the might of Protoss and put the fear in him. Like, this is Maru you're talking to. This guy...
You're not going to put any fear into this guy. It's not going to work.
Do you remember he killed Myungshik with pure bio against Colossus Mass Phoenix? He lost so many drops before he got anything done, but he just overwhelmed him. It's like, this guy is on another level to anyone.
In that game, Myungshik also, he had Phoenix Colossus, but he had like a near-maxed army of like 18 Phoenix and 6 Colossi, and he still was taking fights. I was like, what? That's not supposed to happen.
So funny. But as we say that, look at this PVT stats. 17-3 Valdez.
And that's since December of last year, since the beginning of this season of Pro League. So, yeah, I mean, it's a PVT mastermind versus a TVP mastermind.
Yep, this is what we've all been waiting for. This is the really exciting match today because it is hard to tell who will win, but Maru has just been on such a tear lately that, I mean, like, how can you not go for this guy?
It's so funny. We were looking at the stats earlier. He had so many wins in a row on Pro League, just best of ones against like top level Protosses over and over and over again. Like he had the past 3 were Zest, Stats, and Myungshik.
Yeah.
And those are only the past 3. Before that, he took like 1 loss, but then even before that, more and more wins.
Oh, he has just had so many wins in a row. And like, if we want to get into like the history between these players, the last time they had a best of 5 was at the IEM World Championship, where Maru, might have even been before the championship. I can't remember exactly, but it was Maru defeating herO 3-1.
Yep. And that'll definitely go into the mind of herO. He wants that revenge, whereas Maru, he may just look at herO as another Protoss, maybe a good one, but just another one that he can take down.
That's right. IEM Taipei is the one I was thinking of. And yeah, he did take down herO 3-1. So there you go. That was the last best of 5 these guys have played together.
Yep. Recent 10 matches here. Maru is 10-0. And in sets, he's 16-1. Just look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
16-1?
Yep.
That is ridiculous. 94%. Oh, Maru is such a god right now.
And this is his last 10 matches. You talk about his recent tear. This is what it's all about, you know?
This is what we've been seeing every single week, you know, against in Pro League and in Star League. He's just been winning so much. He won the last Star League.
Yep. herO as well, pretty insane stats, 8-2 overall in games. Recent 10 best of 5s here.
Wow.
Just getting a little bit more specific. I'm liking this. And herO's 8-2, whereas Maru's 7-3, very close there. But herO does gain the slight edge, at least in matches. But in sets, very similar, only 1 off.
Essentially identical, right? Like 79,
oh, yeah, I guess.
79% off. Oh, this guy, very evenly matched in a way. Maru did take the last one. Let's see who's going to take it this time. I have really no idea.
It's so hard to call.
It
really is.
It's impossible.
We're giving Maru the slight edge here on the caster desk Moonade.
Yeah, we
is that
are.
What we're going for?
That's what we're doing.
Okay.
That's what my rat tail says.
You swung it around the air. The wind was blowing one way.
It's got like a little feeler in it, man. I can just say, oh yeah, I think it's Maru's night tonight.
Is it like Wolf's elbow with his predictions? Oh man. Well, going into the maps we have here, eliminated maps, Maru takes out Overgrowth, and herO takes out Merry-Go-Round. So the rest of the 5 maps that we got here, starting off with Deadwing, King Sejong Station, Bonnie Research Station, Cactus Valley, and Expedition Lost to finish things off.
Okay, so a pretty interesting map pool. Deadwing, no doubt going to be herO's first choice, and King Sejong probably Maru's pickup. Oh, you know, it could have gone the other way. Maru has kind of been preference to Deadwing as of late.
He killed Myungshik on this map.
Yeah, he likes bigger maps. He likes to play those big macro games. He always finds a way in regardless.
Yeah.
King Sejong would be probably more his style because he is so relentless with his dropping, but that is sort of herO's map in general. Like, we've always seen herO on this map.
He loves that map. And then going into Bonnie Research Station looks like more of a Maru map.
That's definitely a Maru map. That would be his choice for sure.
Yeah.
And then Cactus Valley, the bigger one. And then Expedition Lost. So, interesting map lineup. Pretty fun. I like it.
I'm looking forward to this so much, Moonlight. I'm so hyped, so excited to get into this. Guys, you want to go on your Twitters, you want to go on Reddit, you want to go on any kind of SOS and spread the word that this is going on, because anyone who is a StarCraft fan needs to see this match.
Yeah, absolutely. And wouldn't it be funny if Maru won again and they used his other hand on a keyboard?
Man, that would be sick.
He just gets everything up there. Oh, that'd be so funny. I think they'd have to do that. But this guy's going to try and stop him here today. It's CJ herO. Probably the best chance any Protoss has of shutting this guy down. Only other player would be partying, but he is not here. He is not in this tournament. He got knocked out earlier.
Maru says in the chat to herO that he thinks he's going to lose. Maru said that about himself. And then herO's like, oh, you're just saying that and then you're going to win.
It's probably exactly how it's going to go down. Maru just being so flawless in this matchup.
And herO says, whatever, man, let's just have a good game. Let's go at it.
Look at that on Maru's arm, by the way. He's got some weird little bandage thing going on. I don't know what that's for, Valdez. Keep his bicep warm so he can move around that keyboard just a little bit faster.
It's possible, Moonglade. Hurts his little sweatbands. He's sweating during the game. He's got to take his hand off the keyboard, wipe the sweat. Guys, we're going to jump into game number 1 here between Maru and herO right now. Down here in the bottom left, the best Terran in the world, he is Maru.
Up here in the top left for CJ, it is herO. Vertical spawns Valdez.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, does Maru like this or dislike this?
I think he likes this. You know Maru, he likes to drop no matter what, all the time. And what better way than go directly up? You know, a lot of airspace there between the mains. Very hard for herO to be on top of them all the time. And plus there's that kind of like constant aggression that Maru can be applying straight up the middle of the map once he's got that Xel'Naga tower. But maybe herO will want to be a little bit more aggressive. You know, he does like his Blink Stalkers.
Yeah, there's that. And also, you know, Maru just looks so spectacular on cross spawns against Myungshik.
That is true.
He used both dropping paths very well and really drew the army of Myungshik out of position, at least getting those Phoenixes out of position. And just the way the map is set up, I guess it doesn't really matter for taking engagements for when herO takes like his 3rd and 4th bases. It's pretty much going to turn out the same way, even if they were cross-map or vertical spawns. So
well, that's the good thing about this map as well. You know, it's one big choke outside the 3rd and 4th base. So that's kind of like the point of where the main fighting will happen, opposed to all the drops that's going to be happening, I'm sure, for Maru. So it makes it a little bit easier for the Protoss to be defensive. But at the same time, Maru did choose this map for a reason.
Yeah. It has to be that way, right? I mean, he chose this one, and then was Bonnie Research Station for the 3rd map.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Kind of makes sense.
I'm sure herO didn't choose Bonnie Research. I mean, we've seen a lot of really good Protosses go down to even some pretty weak Terran players on that map. It's just a pretty vulnerable sort of drop map. Probably more vulnerable than most.
Well, look at this. We're going to have actually what looked to be a Reaper, but actually a later gas. And he's just going to send out a couple of Marines first. And possibly go into Reactor. He gets the scout with his SCV at least. He may want to still make a Reaper just to get that extra scouting a little bit later.
Possibly, or he could simply just go really fast factory. And you know what comes next. It's going to be that Reactor to start things off. And, oh, the delay on this nice engineering bay.
He gets an engineering bay down, but doesn't get much health on it, and the SCV goes down too.
Yeah. Still pretty good delaying. Bit of delay there. And it was that Reactor on the rack, so behind that, it's going to be pumping out a lot of Marines, throwing down his own CC. And we should see this transition into that factory, and I'm sure some mine drops to follow up as well.
Yeah, we see Maru do this all the time, actually, where he goes for these big wood mine drops. The way that Myungshik countered it was just going straight Phoenix and being in position all the time, got the lifts every time. One of the crazy things about that game, that best of one he had with Myungshik, was the way that he held off all the wood mine drops so flawlessly, but still, even though he was getting ahead, technically in economy, he still lost the game.
It just never mattered. It was so funny. Like, I thought Myungshik was playing a flawless game that game, but apparently it just wasn't enough. And eventually Maru overran him. And the one thing to note about herO's style is it's a style that's never really changed from him. We've always seen him play the same style, and it's always that kind of Blink Stalker, Observers, into double upgrades in the third base, into mass Colossus gateway units, and he kind of skims on the Storm for the longest time. Just relies on this Colossus and positioning with his Stalkers to deal with the Vikings.
Look at this. We're going to have Hellions coming out of this factory for Maru. Deciding to hold off on the Widow Mines for now. We wanted to get that Stargate out first, or Starport rather. Yeah,
well, we've seen this before as well. He maybe even considers going for that Hellion run-by style with the drop into the main base. So maybe 4 Hellions, Medivac with a bunch of Marines going to the main, force everything out of position, run by with the Hellions, look for that probe damage.
And herO just doing the herO style, gets that blink out first. Wouldn't be surprised to see Aroba coming up after this as well.
Yeah, the classic sort of herO style. We've seen him do this for over a year now, I think, and he's perfect at it.
Look at that scan. It comes down 3 seconds out of the Robo.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's got a good sense of what herO's known to do, man.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. I mean, herO could always switch it up, which is a dangerous thing as well, you mind you. Like, he didn't see the Twilight Council, so he doesn't know it's blink for sure, which is why we see these Marines camping the CC for a moment.
Ooh.
Oh, did you see that? I wonder, Valdez.
Yeah, that's the question. Probe is going to be cleaned up. Stalkers are out on the map. There's 4 of them here. One of them is going to go out and scout.
Oh, these Hellions. This could be running on by.
But he does get the snipe on 1.
Nice. 5 kills already. That's not too bad at all.
Yeah, a lot of them lined up when he tried to fight these Hellions head on. It looks like we will get a 7th probe and will go down.
And I'm thinking he might have decided to do this, Valdez, because he didn't see the Twilight Council. He had no idea if it was going to be an Oracle or Blink Stalker. And if he just simply picks up all these Marines, goes to the main base with that drop, he could just lose so many SCVs. So a little bit of a miss there, but we are going to see instead triple mine drop headed for the main base.
Yeah, just 3. And the interesting thing here is herO's adding a bit of a later Dark Shrine here right in the middle. Maybe wants to protect that, doesn't want it to get scouted. And in fact, he's got an observer out here looking for that first drop coming through, but it looks like it's just barely going to miss it.
Oh, wow. So close.
Passing in the night.
Yeah, pretty much. There's still that Mothership core waiting, just waiting for that photon overcharge. No observer nearby, though, which will prove to be a problem.
Here it comes. 3 mines go down. He puts down the photon overcharge.
Looking for the hits.
Only going to get 2, it looks like. Going to try to save one of the mines. Going to get 2, actually, out of there. And he sees the Dark Shrine at the same time.
Yeah, he does see it. He's already had a turret in place for quite some time as well. So it shouldn't do too much damage, at least in the natural, but the main base does not have a turret.
He's trying to start one right now in his production.
Well, we do see 1 DT warping in for that Mothership, that Warp Prism. Oh, nice scan.
I'm just looking. Now he's got a turret here in his production, so that should be safe. herO looks like he just wants to put on a little bit of pressure with this DT. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, he does see the
There's a turret, but there's no units here to defend against the DT, so it's going to just walk in and get 5 SCV kills and walk out. Uh-oh.
Some really nice damage there. Taking the best of that situation. And while that's all happening, he is making that 3rd base. 3rd Nexus. Already a 3rd done. Oh, no hit.
Wow.
How about that?
So yeah, that DT in the Dark Shrine, I think it was worth it. Just 3 turrets, force, and also 5 SCV kills. And delayed a bit of mining too.
Yeah, there's always that option later on as well, you know, to get out the map with the DT, force scans while Maru tries to make his way up the map. It's always going to be that big investment.
Oh, he sees it.
That's a big one.
As you notice, these Stalkers, they do have blink, but they're not heading towards the main. Leads me to believe possibly, well, he could be just waiting between the 2 bases because he could always blink into the main.
Yeah, he's not too far away, and that photon overcharge was still going in the main base, and I think there's enough for a 2nd. I believe so with that energy.
He's going to come in here at least and snipe out a pylon. Oh, he's going to go straight for the Twilight Council.
Very nice.
He should be able to.
Yeah. That's going to help out a lot. Make sure no extra upgrades happen.
herO being very safe with his blinks here, not going too aggressive. Nice little follow-up drop here out of Maru. Going to force another photon overcharge. Gets 5 probes in total, too.
Yeah, essentially it's the beginning, you know, when Maru finally is, he's begun the drops, they never stop. He'll just keep doing them time and time again, and he will not give herO any breathing space. the same time, though, herO is up a base currently, so Maru's kind of pressed to do at least some work here.
Yeah, he's trying to do work. At the same time, he was microing that drop, by the way. Pretty big supply block. Stops at 102, 102. Has to make 2 more supply depots. So the macro kind of slipping up.
Yeah, just a little bit. Here we go. There's that third CC finally put down. And it looks like we're going to be looking for a quad drop. Is he going to be choosing that third base? Either way, it's a hard place because there's Colossus down bottom. The Blink Stalker's just up top. It's a very tricky situation.
He's also using this Warp Prism so smartly. It's basically like a visible observer that's a bit faster, and he can just scout it and run away, and he'll be totally fine. Scan going to come down here. I think he's looking for those Colossi. If you knew Maru, he's always looking for those Colossi.
Oh, man. He could stim into the natural pretty efficiently as well, and he might just do that. It's pretty open. There's 2 cannons at the back and the Mothership Core nearby, but does not have enough energy for a photon overcharge.
And here we go. Stim coming in. He's going to go straight for the economy. Then he does go for that cannon. He's just going to back off, but really nice force fields. Going to catch some of those units.
Some of those units. What's this quad drop going to do, Val? That's what I want to know. The observer sees everything, though. He's just going to deal with it. All right, that's smart enough.
Now, we're seeing the one other observers over towards the right. He's got that Warp Prism on the left to see where these units coming. This is actually a distraction for most of the units coming in here towards the natural.
Oh, he's going to look for a lot of damage here. It's 4 Colossus, though. Maybe you want to pick up, get out of there. And Valdez, one huge mistake from herO. He didn't remake the Twilight. He cannot get his 2-2 on the way.
Oh, boy. And he's going to remake it now, but it's going to wait a long, long time.
Yeah. He was actually chrono boosting these forges, but they couldn't actually make anything. So,
oh, man.
Big blunder there.
And focusing so much on just taking out these drops, the aggression out of Maru is relentless. Coming in at the third base once again. Thinking about going into the natural again. He's got those units still there. And he finally does get his third base here, so.
Kind of overwhelming him at the moment. Just doing so much damage. And he's going to get his 2-2, maybe even before herO does. His Twilight's just about to finish up before he can begin it. There we go.
And he's only got 1 forge. No, he doesn't.
He made a second one just a little bit later.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he's got a little bit of catching up to do. He should eventually get it ahead, but
yeah.
It gave Maru a lot of breathing space as well in terms of upgrades.
For sure. I mean, especially if the Protoss is focusing on his upgrades, he should be ahead of the Terran just because of that chrono boost, but we'll see him slightly behind if he doesn't chrono boost those upgrades out. We're going to see Maru once again putting on a little bit more aggression, dropping in here behind what will be the 4th base. Oh, those 2 Colossi.
Oh, he can find them. He can get them. Oh, changing his mind there. They were already pretty damaged, the bio units, so I can understand why he wouldn't want to commit to it. He's also got that triple drop on the far left. Just waiting for that chance. herO playing a pretty flawless game in terms of deflecting all this, though. And no doubt he knew what he had to do against someone like Maru. Yeah. He's going to be relentless.
That's the name of the game, right? You just don't want to take damage, but he does have to learn from Youngster's mistake. He does have to eventually move out. He's been putting down pylons all over the right side of the map, and I think he does want to move out here a bit.
Yeah,
let's see if he does commit to it, though.
Well, this is a big commitment, and there's still a lot of drops nearby. Proxy, essentially, ready to just jump on in. Well, here we go. Massive drop in the main base while herO's hitting the third.
Oh, and he's going to blink in. This is a pretty sizable army. All of Maru's bios in the main. Now he's splitting it off. He's trying to come from 2 sides.
Oh, this could be very good for Maru if he can get the proper engagement. A lot of units out of position for herO. Big scan. He's looking for it from both angles.
And where's the Mothership Core? No recall is going to come down. He's coming from 3 angles, and now he's going to drop in the Colossi. Not a lot of Protoss here to help out this Colossi.
No, there's not. Those Colossus are gone. 2 more coming down from the north, plus some Stalkers. But the army is so spread out, they're not fighting as a ball.
Oh boy. And now it's just Stalkers and a couple Colossi trying to do it. A nice little time warp here, and it's going to force Maru to pick up and leave.
But more bio coming down the ramp as well from the third base. 3 Colossus though, that's a lot of AoE to deal with.
Pretty even fight. Another nice time warp saving those Colossi once again, and another blink forward. A ton of warpments coming from those 2 warp prisms.
Oh yeah, this is so back and forth. I think, though, Maru does have the concave, he does have the numbers as well. With these SCVs tanking, he should be able to get rid of this army. Oh, a couple of Widow Mines behind, resetting very soon as well.
Another big warp in, but not much AoE remains. And both these guys right now at 2-2, by the way.
These Widow Mines, they've triggered again. Oh, they're going to start cleaning up units. Oh, and they got rid of the Warp Prism as well.
That's very nice. Another round of units can come out of Maru's barracks, and he should be totally fine. A very even fight, I have to say.
Even except for those 19 SCVs going down, it's going to create a little bit of a problem for Maru, though he did actually transfer a lot from his main base that was drying up. So he should be just fine. He should be actually ahead in army supply, considering how many workers he lost.
Yeah, looking at army supply, 70 to 58 currently.
Looks like the counterattack will happen. Pure bio with a few mines. And he does get a scan off on the army. He knows what he's up against. Nice. What am I?
He's going to beat it out with the blink. Now he's going to drop in towards this fourth base. He's forced the Protoss army back. Now he's just going to be able to stim and possibly take this out.
Yeah, guarantee cancel at the very least. Widow Mines are in place again. They're going to get some really nice hits off.
Quite nice indeed. And one Zealot's not going to be enough to cancel the fourth base of Maru.
Oh, these mines are resetting again. Oh,
that was really close.
Really ugly. Maru is fishing for another drop, while his whole army kind of conjugates just below the Zelnaga tower.
I love the style that Maru plays in TVP. It's just action-packed. It's never sitting back and amassing Vikings and eventually just going for one big push. He just makes it into this constant battle between the two forces here.
Yep. And the mines reset, so he's going to once again apply pressure to the fourth base. See if he's going to make use of that top drop as well. He's going to get the Nexus.
Yep, just going to commit to it once again, and even just dropping down there on the low ground, getting some decent trades.
Quad drop up top.
Oh.
Might be looking for the main base. Pretty empty right now.
Scan's going to go down. Could go for the robotics or even the forges. There's not much here for the Protoss. He's going to immediately go for one of the forges. He's going to cancel the +3 and the +3 attack.
Yeah, man. He got rid of both of them. That's a huge move. Even getting the Robo. Going to trade down with a bunch of Stalkers as well. Very nice play. Big moves there. He's going to have 3 miles before herO does.
And he's not stopping yet, man. He's got this huge ball of bio still back at home. Not even in the attacking force. He's still got drops out on the map.
And now that fourth base is finished up. He's transferring SCVs once again, so essentially he's going to be up at base for at least some time, considering how many times he did cancel the fourth Nexus.
So that wouldn't mind just kill an observer and he scanned it.
I think so. I think so. That actually just happened, fellas. Look at this.
Looks like herO may have had enough, but he's going to turn around once again because there's another drop in his natural.
Massive drop. He's actually fishing for a kill on this Nexus. That may be a little too ambitious.
Yeah, looks like it. Oh, and he will lose that full medevac.
Big hit.
Pretty
Nice scan.
unfortunate.
This is a very vulnerable army. Maru turning around. Oh, he can intercept the Stalkers, actually.
Look at all these Stalkers. Oh, and that wouldn't mind. Looks like it did just go off on those weakened Stalkers. And herO now looking to try to take a fight against the split-up Terran army, but Maru's just going to stim away and pick at any Stalkers that try to blink and chase.
Oh, it's insane how he can do that. +3, finishing for Maru right now. He's up a whole set of upgrades. herO's going to have to find something, or he's going to have to buy time for his upgrades to happen, but he's not even begun them yet. He's simply just waiting.
Yeah. He wants to take the fight right now. He does not want to be in this game any longer. He wants to kill Maru, but see how Maru deals with this. He's even going to pull the SCVs and just go for a big attack.
He wants to wipe this army out once and for all. Here we go. Flanking from two sides.
That is just not enough Protoss. Everything is going to be wiped out. Gigantic concave, a huge warpin, but nothing compared to what Maru's got.
No, that's not going to help at all. Not with one Colossus left over. He's even going to drop on top of it.
Yeah. Just going to go in there, snipe the Colossus. There's more Protoss up here, but not much. Winning the trade down there. Got the nice concave, and that should be it. Maru's going to kill everything. GG.
Wow, Maru is just insane. That was such an action-packed game. And we did see the exact kind of style I was expecting from herO, going for that simple Colossus mass Colossus mass gateway units with upgrades.
Oh, man.
And Maru just massing bio. He doesn't need Vikings.
No.
He doesn't need Ghosts. All he needs is bio and mines.
I love this style, man. It is so fun to watch, and that is such a rough game for herO to take first. Maru even said it in the interview. He's like, if I win the first game, it's going to be easy 3-0. You know, no big deal. And herO That's a hard loss to take, man. You're receiving so much pressure from all ends. You can't handle it. He loses both of his forges and his robotics, and then he just tries to make an attack, and he just gets stomped.
It literally...
It's terrible.
No. Mario's just on a whole nother level in this matchup. We don't see any other Terran playing like this either. What can herO do? Is he going to try and change things up? He did make a couple of mistakes when it came to upgrades, to getting his to remake the Twilight, and maybe not even making that remaking those forges for the 3-3. Maybe he had to buy more time. Maybe he had to go into Storm instead of simply staying on this Colossus Gateway that eventually just gets whittled down by mass Bio-Mine.
herO saying in the chat he had fun during that match, and Maru's like, oh, it's kind of scary.
Well, it was a fun game to watch, that's for sure.
Oh, yeah. Really just action the